Okay, the next movement we're going to look at this week is Fauvism, and this comes from the French "le fauve," which means wild beasts, right? And this was a term that was given to this group of painters because the way they used their color in particular is what gave them this name. And some of you might be familiar with this movement already, but Fauvism is you can think of it as a branch of expressionism, right? It's the same types of concerns, right? Moving away from realism and naturalistic color and to moving into just more arbitrary color and these really wild, bold, highly saturated colors with simplified forms and themes, right? So Matisse is kind of known as one of the main Fauves, but there were I'll show some other images here, but you can see right just this really kind of garish color for these figures, right? But just simplified forms, highly saturated, really dynamic color usage, right? Oftentimes they used a lot of the primary and secondary triads, right? So lots of reds and blues and yellows, right? We can see here Andre Derain, reds and blues and yellows, right? But then sometimes you'll see the secondary triad in there too, greens and oranges and violets. So yeah, we can just take a look at these images here. And like I said in the last video, I mean, I'm giving you just short introductions into these movements here, right? So things to take away from Fauvism here quickly. So works that emphasize strong and highly saturated colors over realistic tones and values. That got cut off there, sorry. The works, right, are akin to abstraction, right? They're simplified, reduced down into just essential forms and shapes. And then you can think of it as a branch of expressionism.